Hey everybody, welcome to A Moment with Marta. Today I want to talk about a very serious topic that affects not just people in the autism community, but lots of people, and it's bullying. But what really is tough when you have individuals that are impacted by autism and there's bullying that goes along with it. And I'm not just talking about bullying in school by peers. That's terrible too. But I'm talking about adults, teachers, therapists, doctors, nurses, counselors, pastors, anybody in daycares that are taking advantage of the fact that these individuals can't communicate their wants or their needs, even if they're more verbal, even if they're high functioning. When you get into a moment of duress, you might not be able to access the language that you need at the time that you need it. And this angers me, that innocent children, innocent individuals that can't stand up for themselves, that can't defend themselves, would fall prey and be victimized by these disgusting bullies that are just preying on these innocents. So I want to start off with Proverbs. Proverbs 31, 8 through 9 says, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves. For the rights of all who are destitute, speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and the needy." When I do these videos, when I go out and I talk to people about autism, when I share about my life, when I share about my own personal history, my children, our journey as a family, the way things are impacted in our life, in our community, when I talk about how our brains think differently and we process this information, it's all in efforts to help minister to families that are impacted by autism, to help you guys feel like you're not alone, to give a voice to the voiceless, but also to help community members understand more about autism, because I've always said that people are scared of what they don't understand. So in order to bring about more acceptance, I try to bring about more understanding and more awareness. But ultimately, that awareness needs to lead to acceptance, because we are all equally created. We are all created in God's image. We all are valuable. Every single person that's born on this earth has value. They have strengths. They have gifts. They have things that they contribute to this society to make it a better place. And everybody has different strengths and different abilities, and that is okay. Things that I'm weaker in, my husband is stronger in. Things that I excel in, maybe somebody down the street has a harder time with, but that's all right, because we bring different things to the table, and that's what makes this world so unique. It's what makes it so diverse. And so when we talk about autism, when we talk about some of these historical figures like Albert Einstein, like Mozart, some of our current actors and actresses like Dan Aykroyd and Daryl Hannah, some of our celebrities out there that, you know, we're trying to help bring about more awareness but more acceptance. But that is the calling of my heart, to help people understand, but to defend the defenseless, to give a voice to the voiceless, to help stand up for the rights of those that are being victimized and infringed upon. And let me tell you something, nothing angers me more than hearing about an adult in a school setting, in a daycare setting, in a church setting that is taking advantage of, that is mistreating, that is neglecting, that is flat out abusive to children that can't even tell somebody what's going on. That's disgusting. And if any of you are watching this, you disgust me. You're despicable. And anybody that defends this behavior, that normalizes it, that says, this is how you treat these people, you are just as bad and you are just as guilty of this abusive behavior. And it has to stop. And the way to stop this stuff is to shine a light on it, to shine a light on the evil and the wickedness, and to help bring about awareness so that people can understand that these people are beautiful. These people have things that they can contribute to this society that we can't. They see the world in a different way. Dr. Temple Grandin nails it right on the head when she said that the world needs different types of minds. Her mind works in a way where she sees something, she sees a concept and figures out, well, it's going to break down. How would I fix it? She came and visited NASA a few years ago and was learning about the space station. And I had the privilege and the opportunity to get to hear her speak. And she was talking about how that was her first thought was, well, if I was up there, like something would break. I'd have to fix it. What would I use to fix it? That's the way her mind works, which is awesome because we need people that can fix things. We need people that can construct things and build things and create things. We need problem solvers. We need critical thinkers. We need people that are creative, that are able to contribute to the beauty of our culture and our society. People that think differently are not less. It's just different. And when any kind of bullying goes on, even for the elderly, there are times where the elderly, like nurses or doctors or caregivers, will slap them around or be abusive towards them, and they can't defend themselves, and it's disgusting. And so anybody that does this, anybody that defends somebody that does this, anybody that harbors somebody that does this is equally an abuser. The cycle has to stop. And the way you stand up to this abuse is the way you do with any bully. You stand up to them and you don't take it. You don't cover it up. You shine a light on it, and you let the system get their hands on these sick individuals that would take advantage of, innocent people that have done no wrong to anybody else. Their only crime is that they think a little bit differently. That's wrong. And with my dying breath, I will stand up for people that think differently, that live differently, that feel differently, or that show emotions or communicate differently. There's nothing wrong with anybody that has autism. They just process information differently. And parents, you have got to train your children to be more accepting of people that are different. And what you can do is you can learn about these different abilities. In this case, learn about autism. Talk to people that have autism. Go to reputable websites, read books, talk with your kids about disabilities. There's nothing wrong with these people. They just function differently. There's nothing wrong with my eyes. I have glasses. They're a tool that I use to help me see. There's nothing wrong with my ears, but there are times where I need to use headphones to muffle some of the sound because it gets to be too intense and I get a headache and I get listener's fatigue. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just a little bit different. And there's nothing wrong with any of these other individuals. And for any of you out there that have ever abused somebody, mistreated them, neglected them, shame on you. And I will do what I can to shine a light on that wickedness. And may God have mercy on your soul because He will judge you. because these people are innocent and they don't deserve to be bullied or mistreated or abused or neglected. And that's what I have to say about bullying. This is a very important subject, and it can't be glossed over, because people that do this are disgusting. And I won't stand by and watch it. I will stand up for individuals every single time. Nobody deserves to be bullied. So thank you for watching a little bit more intense episode of A Moment with Marta, but a very important episode. Once again, Proverbs 31, 8 through 9, speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and the needy. It says it right there in the Bible. God does not intend for people that think a little bit differently to be treated as second-class citizens. They are beautiful. They are his children. They are created in his image, the same as you and me. And it is up to us Christians to stand up for them. It is up to us parents to defend the rights of these children. It is up to us community members to stand up against people that violate and infringe upon the rights of these individuals. So I implore you, research, learn about autism, and if you know of an instance where somebody is taking advantage of another person and they're being bullied, they're being abused, they're being mistreated in some way, stand up for them. It's not right, it's not okay, and it is not the norm. It's unacceptable and it's disgusting. Thank you very much. Until next time on A Moment with Marta.